A bride made a profit on a bachelorette trip. This is OKOP. We read the craziest true stories on earth. I'm John. Sam and Sophia. Is it wrong to profit off a bachelorette trip?
Weddings are expensive.
Weddings are expensive.
So extort your friends?
Yeah, extort them for every penny they have.
Get their money.
Yeah.
Get their...
It's a pre-wedding present.
If they loved you, they'd
Give you all their money, right?
Yeah, but what actually happens, John?
Yeah.
Well, according to DorkVader23, who says, I miss the days when bridesmaids were treated like people and not like stage props. My future sister-in-law is getting married, so of course I'm a default bridesmaid. That's what happens. There's so much tea here, and I'm glad to spill it to my Reddit community because I can't gossip about it to my family.
Now to our Reddit.
Now to our community.
Yes.
The OK fam, the little sillies.
Patiently.
Yes. Thank you, guys. So, about 6 months ago, the bride planned her destination bachelorette trip and charged each of the 11 girls $650 for the Airbnb.
So this is where we're getting to the extorting, possibly.
Yeah.
Possible extortion.
Possible extortion.
50.
Did they get kidnapped on the trip too? We don't know.
Well, you want your money's worth.
Exactly. So kidnap.
Yeah, it's a whole experience.
Oh man, the whole experience.
We are back.
Kidnapping and getting your money taken. So I was salty about the high cost. I would be too. But it's my sister-in-law, so I sucked it up and I paid her. I was also suspicious about the high AF price, so I did a cross-check on the Airbnb listing and it did check out. Yes, this B wanted a $2,300 a night beachfront house.
So excessive. And someone established that was like three nights.
Potentially.
Potentially
around 3 nights. If
Yes.
Getting charged $650.
So, I mean, oh, right.
No,
So
like someone in the comments did the math.
if they're using all the $650, then that would cover 3 nights.
Yeah.
Okay, that's important information to know. So if they are 3 nights, it could check out, but is it? Well, today I'm chatting about wedding stuff with my brother, who is marrying my future sister-in-law, and he said something along the lines of, what a relief that her dad paid for the Airbnb because that would have been so expensive for your group. Whew.
Rough.
Excuse me?
It's horrible.
That's bad.
That's bad.
What
That's
does this
bad.
mean?
This
Ladies and
means
gentlemen.
that there's extortion going on.
Yes.
This means that the brother didn't know
Brother had no idea.
Brother-
She took the money,
and ran.
stayed quiet. So she's getting not only the free vacation, she's also getting the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Which she should. She needs it for her wedding. This is all good. This is
Bachelorette
fine.
party.
This is all
Exactly.
Maybe some spillover for
Yeah.
the wedding. Yeah. That's where the profit goes. There you go. I about choked.
You did that this last time, and I'm still shocked by it.
He said, hey, are you sure about that? Because that's all 11 women who paid $650 for the house alone. Just the house. Maybe run it by her. His face turned purple. So I take it he had no idea.
Do faces turn purple?
I was actually going to try, but I was like, oh, it didn't work. So to add to the greed going on here, when I got married, I flew her out, paid for her accommodations, her hair, her makeup, paid for her bridesmaids' dresses, and paid transportation because she was going through a hard time. And now she has the balls to steal from me.
That's wild to like do that to your future husband's like sister too.
Right?
Like to anyone, but
Yeah. This is basically the closest women in your life.
yeah, like it's gonna get.
Which
back
is
to
why
you
they should give you
right
money.
away.
Which is why they should give you money.
Should you, okay, here's the question.
Yeah.
Is it okay to ask for like a $650 donation? Is it okay to ask for the money to go into the bachelorette party? If you're transparent, let us know in the comments. We'll talk about for the
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, I think as long as you just say like, hey, like what it's being used for, I think it's fine. But let's go in the story.
We'll let you all decide. I get that weddings are expensive, but don't have one if it requires stealing from your bridesmaids. I'm assuming I'm the only bridesmaid who is aware of what's going on here. Not sure if I should spill it to the rest of the group or just let it go.
Spill it. Spill it.
There's a chance her dad stepped in and paid for it after the fact, and she just chose not to refund us. I'm not clear on the exact situation and want to avoid embarrassing my brother. We have a big fat juicy update, but let's just pause.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
This is
here.
where we should. This is the moment we should really break down. And the
Yes.
question, I think, first question is: should she spill now to everyone, or should she talk to
Talk to the bride.
Or
Yeah, she should talk to the bride first. Be like, hey, I just found out that you got some money for it. Are you gonna be refunding us? And then if she's like, what are you talking about? No. then confront her more, and then talk to everyone else.
But yeah, I like Sophia's. I like Sophia's
Yeah.
point.
3-step. Talk to her.
Yep.
And say, if
All
you
around.
don't tell, I will.
That's what I was going to
Ultimatum.
Yeah. If you don't give me all 2,500, so blackmail.
Yeah. Yeah.
You give me all the money.
It's just
And then also pay back.
Also, welcome to the family.
Yeah. Kiss the ring, baby.
Every good family starts with blackmail. I mean, have you seen the beginning of The Godfather?
No,
I have, but I don't remember it.
I haven't seen any of the
So
Godfather,
bored.
but I have seen
I
a show
stopped it.
about the making of Godfather. So, I've seen it.
Hey, yeah, Sophia hasn't seen it. Guys, have you seen The Godfather? Come on. We can't be the only ones. We can't be. That's how Gen Z I am, okay? Give me a break. Give me a break. But we're going to end this break and get into the juicy update.
Let's get back into it.
Thanks for all the advice and support. And yes, I agree with what most of you are saying. I am morally obligated to spill the beans because $650 is not child's play. Everyone is missing out on their
Unless
$650.
you're a very rich child,
Yeah.
That's true. Then it's spoiled child's
then it's
play. You brats. This is what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to talk to my brother and give him the chance to clear it up with my sister-in-law. Okay, so an extra step 0 to our 3-step plan.
third party.
Before I make a scene, I want to understand what's really going on. For example, did daddy pay for the trip, but sister-in-law decided to put that towards a different wedding expense? Things like that. That answer will determine when/how I tell the rest of the bridesmaids. I'm going to give my brother only 1 to 2 days because this trip is literally next week. Stay tuned for update number 2, which we're about to dive into, but what do the people think?
Jem says yes, another lie. I'm seeing a bunch of no's.
Yeah.
I think that's to the Godfather.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Raven says honesty is the best policy. Kim Kwan says agree, Sophia.
I don't know where
Susie is spill. Kaneko says spill. So people are saying spill it to the rest of the group before you would tell the bride. It seems.
Yeah. I mean, low key, you very much could argue that they lost the ability to kind of have it come to them first by doing this,
Yeah.
right? By stealing the money, saying nothing. It's what Opie said is possible, where it's like, hey, maybe after the fact the dad paid for it, but then the bride should have been like, okay, let me go tell everyone, hey, I'm going to give you your money back. They lost the opportunity to have it done the
But
fair
it
way.
could be that when the brother came, it was like moments after having found out.
Totally.
It could have been
What
like
would he-
that day.
He
Could
would
have been moments after.
I don't
Like,
think
oh
he
my
would have
God.
said it like that if it was like moments after.
Yeah.
Right.
But,
He would have been like, and did you hear?
Yeah. Did you hear?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
More clues to inspect on our timeline.
Because actually, that's a great point, Sophia, because what he said, and he's like, and it's great that that dad's paying for everything.
It seems like it happened.
Like
very
ages
easily.
ago.
Yeah.
See, Sophia, guys, she's got
a thinker,
she's smart.
This ain't just a hat rack.
not just
That's
a
right.
pretty face.
But let's get into update number 2.
Okay.
So I've regrouped with my brother. My mom has also stepped in, bypassed my brother, and I got some more info directly from her dad. Here's the tea.
Oh, we're getting tea.
Future sister-in-law's dad did not offer to cover the cost until a few months after we all paid for the trip. So it was after the fact.
Okay.
This was after he found out the cost and was pissed that she chose a $2,300 a night house and asked all of us to pay for it.
That's
Apparently, he threatened not to pay for the wedding if she added more expenses onto the wedding party. Turns out she originally wanted it in the Maldives, thank you, and he forbid her. So she is just trying to like rack up the cost of everything here.
She seems spoiled.
which is crazy because it seems like the father is paying for everything already.
Yeah.
Yes, and she just wants to keep up in the bill.
Yeah.
According to my mom, who chatted with him directly, he felt embarrassed when he heard about the Airbnb and wanted to save face with my side of the family. So he gave sister-in-law about $7,000 to cover the cost of the house. She was supposed to refund us, but obviously that never happened. This is where it gets good. Hope he's a great writer.
I'm prepared.
So my mom went total FBI and learned that in addition to not paying us, sister-in-law didn't put the money towards a different wedding expense either. She didn't have it. So where did the money go?
Where did the money go? All the money.
What did she spend it on? There is currently a full-blown investigation going down between our two families right now.
Like seeing where the money going. Oh,
They're trying to go through all of the paper trails to see, like, what if she basically stole all the money that was given at this wedding? I have been asked by my mom not to alert the bridesmaids just yet until the last bits of info come in, and we've come to a resolution with both sister-in-law and her dad. But we will tell them ASAP one way or another. I will come back tomorrow with another update. Wow, crazy. There is another update,
but
but
like some forensic accounting going on between the families right now. I think this, yes.
this calls for a conspiracy theory moment, guys.
I mean, what? So, like, the conspiracy, what we're theorizing about is what is she spending the money on, or where did the money go? That's what we're conspiracy theorizing.
Well, also, it's not 100% clear, but I think she's stealing all of the money for the wedding.
So, like, including the wedding, the money that the dad gave.
That's why both families are investigating it.
I thought it was just the 7,000. That's how I understood it.
It might be. My conspiracy theory is she's stealing everything.
I think she's stealing everything.
Yeah.
Because she has to manage the money because she's like planning everything. So she's managing the money like it goes to the flower person.
Yes.
You're right. This is wild. This is wild. But I think she's funding. She is a sugar mama for some side man.
Yeah, and that's
my big conspiracy theory.
And then she's going to take the money
and she's going to leave. That's it. Hey, it's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory. But that's what I'm thinking.
I honestly think there's plausible chances of it happening here.
And also, dually TLDR, basically, there is a bride that possibly extorted money from her friends at the bridal party or the bachelorette party.
Right.
It's this big Airbnb.
And we have a few people. So Gia Gagnon says she was buying things for herself, maybe also going to the honeymoon. So maybe she's just like buying personal items and taking money
for the honeymoon later on.
Yeah,
so
because
saving up money.
We haven't heard anyone giving money to the honeymoon yet as well. So maybe that's totally unfunded.
I don't think she would be. She doesn't seem like the person to share with her partner.
That's true.
That.
Yeah.
Is it better if it's both?
We need 100%, not 50-50. That is way too generous.
The thing is that she just stole the 7,000. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think she stole everything. That's my conspiracy theory. Okay. But should we go back to reality?
Let's
find out.
Dive in to update number 3 in reality. The plot thickens.
I love thick plots.
Yeah, he does. So as this drama is all unfolding, the maid of honor, who doesn't know what's going on yet, is continuing her duties. We all get a 4-paragraph text from her outlining the dress code for each night of the bachelorette per the bride's orders. Keep in mind that the bride is asking all of us to go out, buy new outfits for each night of the trip.
What? How? Buy new outfits every night?
Mandatory.
I've been wearing the same outfit for like 3 days in a row.
How dare you?
Sam calls me out because I wear these shorts almost every day during
You
summer.
do, and I don't like them.
I love them.
I don't like those shorts.
I cut these shorts myself.
Guys, don't you know?
I know.
Guys, dang, shots have been fired.
I actually did cut them out.
Guys.
So you're calling out mom.
Anyways, the themes are wild. Oh, God. Animal print Thursday, faux fur Friday, sparkle dress Saturday, and Barbie brunch Sunday.
Those are like expensive, like faux
These
fur.
are like Halloween costumes.
It sounds honestly kind of lit.
It is.
It kind of sounds lit, except for the fact that you have to pay for all these costumes.
You've already charged me $650.
Yeah.
And you have to buy like women's clothing is more expensive, I've heard. Unless you cut your own shorts.
As if we're all going to go out and buy that crap. Thankfully, the bridesmaids seem to be waking up to the BS. Several of them wrote back saying that they won't be able to pull together those outfits in time, and one flat out said it is just not going to happen. But that's one side of the story to the absolute crap show that is unfolding. My mom is very involved now, and she's paid a decent chunk of the wedding as well, and does not like that the bride is throwing around thousands of dollars from her dad as well as lying to the bridal party. She has set up a meeting directly with the sister-in-law to cut the BS and explain exactly what's going on. She told sister-in-law she's going to inform the bridesmaids herself unless she gets a valid answer from her.
Ultimatum! That's what we love to hear! Let's go!
At this point, I'm just shoveling down popcorn and waiting for the events to unfold. I will be back tonight and hopefully have the final update, which, guys, we do. have another update.
I love when we get like the full story. That's just beautiful.
Yeah,
Hit me with that final update.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Update number 4. A swan ice sculpture. She used the $7,000 to book a swan-shaped ice sculpture to be displayed at the reception and didn't tell anyone.
No.
Ice sculptures are $7,000?
And they felt.
Your money is literally going down the drain.
Yeah.
At least-
$7,000 in an ice
Wow.
sculpture.
Can we at least like the honeymoon? I don't know, upgrade on your home, furniture,
On water. Like, I mean, all right. What if they got like a $7,000 statue? I mean, I would be probably pissed still.
At least it doesn't melt.
At least it doesn't melt.
Oh my god.
At least they
The
can keep that.
swan melts.
The swan melts,
Oh my goodness.
but it's perfect for the wedding day.
Honestly,
It's
wait, here we go. Beauty is more beautiful when it ends.
That's it.
That's why a sunset is beautiful, because it only happens
Ephemeral.
once a day. It's ephemeral. So that swan is the most beautiful gift that she could give herself.
Okay, David Frost.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, Henry Thoreau. Did I
Take
say
the
that?
fucking road
have a
less
joke.
traveled
I made a joke
by
about
getting a
Henry
$7,000 swan.
So it turns out her dad banned her from adding any more extras to the wedding because it was already so expensive and unnecessary, which, if you all remember, the dad earlier in the story had been like, stop adding expenses. When he Venmo'd her for the Airbnb, she thought she was being sneaky and kept it instead. She didn't even tell my brother this. He only found out that her dad decided to cover the Airbnb because those two went out for cigars one night and it came up. So that mystery is solved thanks to my mini FBI crew. But now, the real question remains.
I love John's real questions.
Where the F is my $650 and how to break the news to the bridesmaids, because we still haven't broken it to them.
Right.
Out of the kindness of her soul, my mom is going to give the sister-in-law 24 hours to confess to the bridesmaids and figure out a way to pay us back our money.
Yeah.
Tomato.
That's right. Because you know what? I did not spend my $650 on some damn ice. Okay?
You can cancel the ice sculpture, right? Because it's for the wedding.
Ice sculpturists, it's no refunds. Are you kidding me?
You know what?
Come on.
I bet they wouldn't give you a refund on that.
Probably
Right?
not.
They'd be like,
I would guess.
No, we
How long
started
does
the
an ice
second.
sculpture take? Probably a while.
Oh, why?
We started pouring the water. Come on. As soon as you book it, we start pouring the water. What are we going to do? Unfreeze it? It's water again.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I have kids to feed. I have bills to pay. It is taking everything in me right now not to text the bridesmaids group right now, but my mom is trying to give sister-in-law one opportunity to do the right thing.
Which I think is good. It's like, it would be better for her to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Than have to reveal it. So give her 24 hours.
100%, yes. This has been a roller coaster. Don't know if anyone here is still interested, but let me know if I should post one final outcome
Yes.
with the bridesmaids in one last update.
Give me.
I do have some news to share.
What?
There is another update. Oh, I fooled you all.
Success.
I fooled you
All right. But before we get into this update, should we read some comments?
Please.
So this is live, by the way. So I see Sombrero says, your show is part of my morning routine. It's a little sad, though, that I have to turn this off because I have to work now. Skip work to watch the live.
Send it to your boss and be like, we should all quit.
Yeah.
Form a strike to watch OKOP.
Form a union.
Let's go.
Samantha McCoy says, nope, they already froze your water, which
Sure.
I guess is a reference to
To the-
not
yeah.
being able to cancel the Swan ice
right,
sculpture. And people were saying how much their wedding costs. If you scroll up a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
so someone said that their wedding costs
Under
under 10K. So what, 7K on a Swan and 3K on the wedding?
Yeah. You pay for everything else.
All right, but should we get back into the story?
Guys, let's dive into this next update, number 5. Okay. As promised, here is the latest tea served boiling hot.
Wait,
Yes.
what?
This is a long update, and I'm going to try to get everything in. First, let's start with the bride's explanation to her family. Myself, my mom, my brother, her fiance, and her dad. She broke down crying, saying that the wedding planning has been getting to her head and that she had been crushed under the pressure to just have the perfect wedding. Perfect wedding. That's all she wanted.
Yeah.
You know,
This is a classic Bridezilla behavior.
which, guys, she felt couldn't go on
Without.
the alleged ice swan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you actually say that?
It couldn't go on. The show could not go on without the ice swan. How can it be? Sam, how can it be a perfect one?
So of course it's true. Everyone knows that all rhymes are true.
See?
That's poems.
Poems.
Poetry.
True.
Poetry. All true.
Poetry is truth.
How?
I didn't buy her sob story. After this whole incident, I think she's delusional, controlling, attention-starved Bridezilla who is using her wedding as a way to compete with other girls on Instagram. You guys ready for the smoking gun?
Yes.
By the way, her job is influencer, if I didn't mention it.
The swan's a tax write-off.
True.
Yeah.
Get the 7K back and then repay it after tax season.
Bam.
She's just going to take a bunch of pictures with the swan.
Yeah. Hashtag influencer life. I'm crushing it, y'all. My brother took the bait. To be honest, I don't even blame him. This is his future wife, and he said he wants to help her with her mental health and get her back to a good place. We need more ice swans.
Oh,
Yeah. So I bought her another one.
Recommended the ice one.
He is disturbed by the situation, but will continue to support her. The wedding is on, for those of you who are curious. Now, let's get to the matter of the missing $7,000 and whether we're getting our money back. The sad, gut-wrenching answer, probably not.
No way.
What?
Her dad said he already paid the Airbnb cost once and he will not do it again. He said his daughter is 31 years old and needs to get herself out of her own mess and figure out how to make it right. She chimed in that the 7K is gone and asked how she could possibly pay us back. How's that even possible?
Cancel the
Job.
swan.
Go
It's
to
impossible.
work.
No, we can't do it. We can't work. We can't leave the swan. The wedding won't be
No,
perfect.
you can't.
It's true. Her mental health. Her mental
health's
the swan.
Swans actually.
Are you really prioritizing money over my mental health?
I mean, just pure facts over here. And my brother refused to pay for her screw up. While I love that everyone is finally forcing this B to be an adult, I would like my money back. More. Unfortunately, we're not going to get it unless she magically wins the lottery or gets a new job. I guess that's doesn't have
It's a viral video with influencer life.
She's an influencer. Isn't she getting like money from...
Well, I guess she's not very good.
Influencing.
Yeah, how good is she? For all this was her whole plan. She's like, my career is gonna pop off once I get this crazy 7,000
Swan, dude.
Here,
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, I was just say someone's Amy12 says no wonder she wanted matching outfits because for the influencer.
Oh, for the pictures.
Such a good point. Y'all are on
Y'all
point.
read between the lines. We
You
got
really
a smart
do.
gang over here.
So for those who asked, there's nothing that we can do legally. Really?
But what can you do?
Illegally. Nice.
Break some kneecaps, baby.
We all willingly paid a fixed amount and would have to move mountains and spend more money to sue. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Might cost more to get the money than it's worth.
But how much does a crowbar cost?
Free if I steal it. Plus, while she was incredibly shady and terrible friend, she technically didn't do anything wrong that we could prove. Okay. Now, on to the bridesmaids. After some threats from my mom, sister-in-law finally broke down and contacted the bridesmaids in our group chat. She sent a text that made my skin crawl. Hey ladies, you're my bride squad. So I feel compelled to share that my dad recently offered to pay our bachelorette accommodations. Actually, our batch accommodations, okay? However, being that the wedding is so expensive, I have decided to put his donation towards a wedding expense. I hope you all understand, and I can't wait to party with you all next week.
You really embodied her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm talking to Bridezilla right now.
Whoa.
What do we think? What do we think about that?
Oh my god.
How do we feel about that text?
She told me that someone had like paid for this Airbnb, and then after the fact, she was like, "I'm actually going to use the money that you paid me just as a donation." It's not a donation if I don't know about it.
Yeah, you
You
have
have
to.
to be willing.
I think you can say this is how you phrase it to make it okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, my dad was just going to pay for everything, and if I know I still have your money, if you want to donate it to a further cause in the wedding, let me know. If not, I'm going to send it right back. So if you opt in, then I will keep it for a further cost in the wedding. If you don't, I'm sending it right back.
OP responds to this text by saying, "Oh, hell no." I immediately replied, making sure everyone knew that the expense was an ice sculpture, an ice swan. Come on, people. Many of them, the bridesmaids in the group, replied and expressed how they would have loved to use that $650 for something else more important. But ultimately, no one has backed out. Okay? One of the girls started a side chat without the bride and asked if there's any chance of getting our money back if we force the sister-in-law to cancel the reservation. Unfortunately, since we're only a week out, we aren't eligible for a refund. They decided to go through with the bachelorette party or else it'll be a waste of time. As for myself, I am in the same boat. I would rather run myself over than go to the strip. Wow.
Run yourself over than go to the strip?
Then go to this trip.
Oh, go to the strip.
But $650 is not a small amount, and I can't fathom just throwing it down the drain. I haven't made my final decision yet. If I do go, it will solely be to avoid eating the $650 plus my airfare. I will not be doing any of the planned events or outfits or contributing even one more dollar. I will have my own mini vacation as best I can, which makes sense. I'm really upset that it seems like this crazy person is going to get it all her way after all, and there is still another an update, relevant comments, and more updates.
How does this keep going?
After that, the saga just continues. Yes, there's 2 updates and relevant comments.
Okay.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Woo!
Honestly, I got a little distracted with everyone doing donations.
Yeah.
But
also, Stella Davis, everyone donating can also buy the green flag overalls.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, you freaking can.
Also, I saw comments about like, are we getting any stuff for the ladies? And yes, we are.
I mean, this is all unisex,
it's all
but we are making some pink stuff.
Yeah.
That is coming. That Sophia is going to
model it.
Model.
You just see me on the page.
Yeah. Our big model energy. All right, wait, can you just do a little recap of that last one, though?
Okay, so here's what's happened. So we have finally exposed to the bridesmaids that she spent the money. The bride tried to cover it up like, oh, I took the money, I did it for a separate wedding expense. OP put her on blast and is like, you spent it on freaking ice. And then everyone was like, WTF, this is insane. So now OP and the bridesmaids are making a decision. We've already spent $650, we can't get it back. Do we go on the bachelorette party and get the use out of the $650 we gave? Or are we like, F you, we're just not going to go? OP has decided, yes, I will go just to get my money's worth. I'm not doing any of the events, buying the outfits, or contributing one more dollar. I'm basically taking I will be like
as a solo trip.
Basically, they're staying in a really expensive hostel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would.
I think honestly, like get your money's worth. Like I think go for it. You know,
that makes sense.
You
can ignore her and like do your own thing, right?
Oh yeah, don't even talk to her.
But she sounds like a terrible friend,
dude. The worst, the absolute worst.
Yeah. No, every time she tries to talk to you, just like chuck ice cubes at her.
Just like talk to the hand. Yeah. Here's your swan.
Do we want to continue to the next update?
I can't believe there is another update. Yeah, let's do it.
There have been so many curious comments coming in, so I wanted to keep you all in the loop. More drama has unfolded amongst the bridesmaids. The side texts without the bride popped off, and we have all agreed to do the following. Number 1, we will be going on this trip, but it is no longer a bachelorette trip. We will all be taking personal vacations with our hubbies and significant others while staying at the property. We were forced into this beachfront mansion plus airfare, so we're going to make the most of it. Number 2, we have all backed out of hosting and paying for the bridal shower. The bride will need to find another way to move forward if she wants to have it. We will attend as guests if she does have it, and we will not be gifting her anything. The mother of the bride is absolutely furious. More on that later. Finally, number 3, we are letting the bride know that she needs to cancel the Ice Swan trademark and give us our money back. After some research, we doubt all of the $7K went towards this alleged swan because it seems that it's not likely that it actually costs that much.
Yeah, I want to know how much like typical ice swans cost.
Yeah, it's $7,000. It feels like some money laundering where it's like, I'm buying this painting for $50 million. Like, does an ice swan really cost
$7,000?
Yeah. And anyone in the chat, can you guys look up what ice swans cost these days?
Yeah.
I mean, I know inflation is pretty crazy, but how much does an ice swan cost?
Ice is through the roof, ladies and gentlemen.
One-winged angels, don't go to bed. Stay up.
Yeah.
Like the Frozen universe, ice swans are just like dime a dozen.
Yeah, right. In the multiverse where everything is just hell has frozen over. Heck yeah. That's amazing.
Still guessing drugs or Sam's guess of side piece. I don't know. She just doesn't sound like a scrupulous person. So I can imagine it being a little wonky.
Sky Nicholson said it's around 750 to 1,000, and then Tracy Icon said about it ranges from like 650 to 1,000 for an ice swan, maybe more.
That's still expensive, but it's not $7,000.
Not 7,000.
But how big is an ice? Like how big are we talking? Because if you could do how large is the ice sculpture?
7
What
feet.
do you want? Yeah, 7 feet.
Yeah,
I want a 7-foot ice swan.
$1,000 per foot.
Yeah,
I think that's so reasonable.
easy.
So reasonable. Well, Perpex C says, info, I need to know if you're also paying for your own dress, shoes, makeup, hair on top of all of this. OP, yes, everything. A $350 dress. I have a whole other post about that scandal. So much more. $150 on hair, $150 on makeup, $200 on shoes, and I haven't bought jewelry yet. Oh, and the bridal shower cost is being split among the 11 girls, plus the shower gift, plus the wedding gift from me and my hubby. So that's kind of like all of OP's and the bridesmaids associated cost, essentially.
Wow. That's crazy. Whoa.
That's just too expensive.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I'm
just
not
too
excited to be, like,
expensive.
a bridesmaid if that's what it's.
Yeah, but I don't think like most people wouldn't make you do all of that. Like that's just.
I hope not.
That's so crazy. I mean, like I'm actually curious for all the people in the comments, like how much would you make your bridesmaids pay, if anything, on your bachelorette party?
How much did you make them pay?
Yeah, because I
Did you have
can
to pay?
imagine if one of my friends is getting married and we're having a bachelor party or something, and the best man is like, "Hey guys, can you all pitch in to like make this like camping trip or whatever it is like super fun?" I think like I would do that. I would pitch in.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like pitching in is reasonable. Like Sophie, you did one was like someone sent in $100 or something like that.
What?
Right? You did a trip where you're like, okay, we're all splitting it. I'm sending in $100.
Because it was for the Airbnb, and so we all paid $100,
Which is like
maybe.
totally. I feel like that happens all the time. With
Yeah.
But
like,
it was just because we were sending it to the Airbnb person rather than.
Stella Davis says I wouldn't make them pay shit. It's an honor to have people show up for me, which
That's true.
I think I agree with.
yep.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a final update
That is
to this saga.
How many updates?
It's
What's the
a lot.
update count?
It's 6 updates.
Actually, technically 7 because there was a 5A mini update.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah.
7
Actually
updates.
8 because I cut out the first part of this.
Well, let's get into the final update.
Let's do it. Warning, this is a long one. The absolute tea I have today. It took me a long time to write this because I am at a complete and utter loss for words. Where to begin? Well, let me start with this. There is no ice swan.
What?
Nope.
You're joking.
What?
There never was an ice swan. It was all an elaborate fabrication designed to distract everyone from where the 7K actually went.
Where did it
missing.
go?
Well, she didn't say anything when she was texting the other bridesmaids. She didn't say it was an ice swan because there is no ice swan.
R.I.P. Ice Swan trademark. Turns out there's a reason behind sister-in-law's luxury bachelorette location. Here's what happened. All the brides...
Cheating. She's got to be cheating. Please tell me it's cheating.
She spent $7,000 to cheat.
I don't know. Some people are expensive.
That's right. Tinder swindler.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, take my money. All the bridesmaids show up to the beachfront mansion with our significant others. Sister-in-law has already been made aware that it was no longer a bachelorette, but to our complete shock, she was still stunned that we actually meant it.
She's like, my mental health.
My mental health. It's because her mental health is fucked because she didn't get the ice swan.
Exactly, dude.
We
It's
got the swan.
suffering.
The swan will live forever in our heart.
Yeah, that's right. She arrived in her pre-booked limo, absolutely fuming that no one else showed up to the limo meeting spot at the airport.
Just a limo meeting spot.
Guys, just take an Uber XL.
Yeah.
Come on. Well, I guess it's your wedding, but no, you lost the right.
You lost your
You lost the right. She was the only one sticking to the original itinerary. Then she was flabbergasted that the husbands and significant others were with us. It was a comedy show at best, kind of like OKOP show. Anyway, we went about our individual mini vacations, and eventually someone realized that it's been about 48 hours since anyone had seen sister-in-law.
2 days?
2 days, 48 hours.
Everyone was like, where is that? Oh.
I assumed that she was mad and either flew home or went to stay somewhere else. Then the unthinkable unfolds. Sister-in-law rolls up to the driveway in a wheelchair being pushed by 2 female nurses. The entire group jumped into action thinking something horrible had happened. Everyone ran over to see what was going on, but the nurses ushered us away and wheeled sister-in-law into her room. At this point, I'm actually very concerned. We're all banging on the door asking her if she's okay. The nurses eventually leave and say they legally cannot reveal the nature of her health issue, but assured us that she is fine. I called my brother and mom, but got no answer. So I finally decide to call her mom, aka mother of the bride, who was furious that we took over her bachelorette party. Mother of the bride reveals what actually took place. She isn't sick, she doesn't have a health issue, and there was no incident. But her boobs are done.
No! She used the $7,000 for a bridal boob job.
It's all right. She's okay.
Boobs. Everyone's
okay.
like classics that someone said abortion. Boob job.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Also, OP put two melon emojis, which I find humorous.
Nice.
Gee.
Yes, folks, you read that correctly. She had planned as part of the original itinerary to disappear for an afternoon and return with a new set of melons.
So she was gone for 2 days.
That was she originally planned.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
But
good melons take good time.
Yeah. And time to grow.
I'm sorry. What? The location of the beachfront mansion is conveniently 5 minutes away from a very famous cosmetic surgeon's office. The reason that she needed this giant-ass property was not really to host the 11 girls. It was to host the 11 girls plus the surgery recovery nurses and personal chef that she had reserved for the operation.
Dude, it's so much worse that she made her friends pay for a boob job. I wish it was a swan.
It's for the wedding.
the swan was.
At least a boob job's permanent.
She's investing in the
That's
wedding.
true.
And
You know what?
perfect.
We were talking about how the ice swan was going down the drain. At least this is
Boobs are forever.
Wow.
personal chef is someone said personal chef. That is crazy.
Come on. Like,
Cook your own food.
Well, dude, it's hard with the big,
Yeah.
boobies.
I can't read.
That
You
would be
can't flip the skillet.
Look at her wrist.
You have to it is pretty. Like you have to stay pretty
Yeah,
still.
you have to stay
like
still.
you can't.
I would
shower
have
normally,
to imagine.
raise your
Yeah,
arms.
yeah. So you can't expect her to cook.
No.
How would she get away with that though? Like everyone's gonna know she got a boob job because 1, her boobs will be bigger, and 2, she'll have like nurses, and 3, she won't be able to like move. How
Okay.
does she
I don't
expect to
think
get
she
away
was
with that?
expecting to get away with it.
So you never noticed how gorgeous my breasts are. Okay, number 1 offense. Number 2, this is part of the costume day. I hired all of these nurses to come around and just hang out and cook me food and stuff.
Yeah, we're playing. It's called the Doctor Day.
Number 3, I'm the bride, leave me alone.
Exactly, dude.
Well,
you
I
really
think
did get me.
I think her original plan
Was for everyone to think that she's spending her own money because no one originally knew that the dad was.
Right.
Yeah. So originally everyone.
But weird to get a boob job on your like bachelorette
I
party.
think it's weird to get a boob job just when you're out with your friends on a trip in general.
Yeah.
I'm just going to the store to pick up some new boobs. What's wrong?
Oh yeah. I mean, boob jobs are easier than they've ever been. No, maybe it's just
Science has come so
science
far.
has come so far. So maybe it's like you just like pop. It's like getting a tattoo. It's like, oh, let me pop over to get a tattoo. Let me pop over to get a boob popped in there.
Here we go.
How long does a boob job take?
Guys, can you let us know?
Yeah. Sophia, did you know that? As a woman?
Or if you've gotten one yourself, let us know about the
Yeah, what was the
experience
recovery time?
and break it down for us. Well, y'all, the story continues. So many questions remain.
How?
I know. I only have a few hours back from this trip, so this is all the information I have right now. I was intending for this to be my final update, and I just want to say thank you all for the support, advice, bags of popcorn, and funny comments.
Wow.
And that's it.
What
all we
a
got.
saga. What a saga.
I want a whole movie made off of that.
Yeah. I want some, this is called fresh boobs.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
lame.
the Bridezilla. How about the Bridezilla boob job?
That's pretty good.
Bridezilla.
What about Bridezilla, Return of the Breasts?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yours, I kind of like yours better.
Or Bridezilla, the breast is yet to come.
That's it, baby.
Anita says, what is happening with her dress? I mean, that's like, yeah, that is true. Like, is she gonna,
Probably, I don't know. She's probably
is she
fitting
gonna get it?
after.
Yeah. I mean,
that is a good point.
get a new tailor?
Cleavage just going crazy.
Yeah.
It's hopping out.
Yeah.
Jess says 6 weeks is about the standard recommended time for recovery.
Yeah, which is, I was thinking it was a long time, which I'm wondering how soon the wedding is.
I'm not sure. I don't think we ever.
How long usually is like a bachelorette/bachelor party before what? Isn't it like a week or two before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very close.
Sky Nicholson says the ice swan swindler. That's pretty good. The swandler, boobzilla.
Wow.
Hey,
guys, you are
that's
killing the
guys. You have a career in Hollywood coming.
That's right.
I wonder if hubby knew. He's got to know.
Well, no, she didn't tell him
And he's not
the
there.
initial. That's true, though.
That is true.
The initial I Swan line,
Yeah.
like the first line.
That is true. I wonder if he's like, you got to get that returned. You know, like
He's like, you know what? Here's how it went. He's like, baby, look, you did something very wrong. I will let this slide just once. Just once.
just this one.
But next time, I don't know.
You're paying for all of it. Gobzilla. I love this. But you know what I love even more, John?
This next story you're about
This
to read?
next story.
Let's do it.
So Bridezilla ruins her own wedding, demands bridal party pay her canceled wedding. John, Sophia, what do you think? Is it okay for the bridal person to request the bridal party money for the canceled wedding?
No.
You know what I'll say? Not as bad as the first story.
Not as bad. Yeah.
Not as bad.
But the money's not even going anywhere at that time.
Going to
So not only am I not getting an ice swan, not only is my ex-friend not getting her boobs done, there is no wedding. I don't even get to go to a fun party.
I would rather it go nowhere
Then
than the boob job.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess nowhere. I mean, it's just going into her pocket. It's going somewhere.
Yeah, no, it's going
something.
to her.
Yeah.
But
You're
it
right.
comes from LR Hun. So this is actually fairly recent, January 16th, 2024. So
whoa, that is recent.
starting the year strong, I swear. So my friend Dana, female 29, was supposed to be getting married this past Sunday, the 14th. The wedding got canceled and things have gotten very crazy. Ooh. Dana was getting married to Josh, male 32. She's still in college with me and asked a few friends from college, myself included, to be her bridal party. Now, from the start, this wedding has been a disaster.
Ooh.
I'm going to just point out a few of the crazy things we had to deal with. 1, she refused to invite my best friend, who she's supposed to be good friends with, because she thinks we're lesbian lovers. We're not.
What? Wait.
Ouch.
Wait, she's not inviting one of her friends because she thinks that they're gay?
Yeah.
Wow.
So she's homophobic and wrong?
2, she had us go to the dress fitting and then demanded each of us pay $2,000 each for our dresses.
Excuse me.
$2,000 each.
Excuse me.
That's
Where are they getting these
crazy.
dresses?
$2,000 each. Apparently, she had a specific style she wanted. I can afford it. Damn, Opie's got it like that.
All right.
But I won't buy a $2K dress for one event. Some of the girls in the bridal party don't have the flexibility with money. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, $2,000 for a dress.
Sam, can you just give me $2,000 for this footstool?
Yeah, I can.
I need it to use it once, and then I'm going to throw it away.
Okay, oh, you want me to give you $2,000 for you to also have the footstool?
Yeah, and I'm going to throw it away after I'm never going to use it again. It's a one-time
If
thing.
you can-
Sounds like a great deal. Thanks, John. 3, apparently Josh couldn't invite any single females that were not blood relatives of him. So if he had any female friends, they were axed.
Wow.
Well, why were you would not know? Why were you not
The recent comment that we just got.
What?
Big protein. I want
What?
your little protein.
Who said that?
Dead.
Wednesday Mama Misfit. Oh my goodness.
Wednesday Mama.
Oh my god.
Wednesday Mama Misfits.
4.
Sorry. Okay. Wait. What was the 3? Was
3 was
husband's not allowed
no
to have
single
any.
females.
Okay.
Okay.
No, friends of his.
No single female. Josh couldn't invite any single females
Yeah, that were his
that were not.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, well,
That's crazy.
even if they weren't his friends, there's no single female. 4. One of the girls in the bridal party doesn't drink because of her religion. Dana accused her of being pregnant in front of her parents and almost got her kicked out of the house. She was not pregnant and she dropped from the bridal party. She was a class act though and never bad talked Dana. Just said she couldn't make it. We found out about it pretty much on the day of the wedding.
Everyone just don't show up to the wedding. That's the solution.
Wow, dude, there is just like chaos following this wedding.
This woman is insane.
In front of her parents?
Yes, in front of the parents. And guess what? There is still one more.
Oh my God.
5. She tried to make us cancel our holidays with our families to instead go with her to a destination bachelorette party. I work full-time even during holidays, so I told her that was not happening. Most of the bridesmaids said similar, and she dropped it. That's just 5 things of countless drama this wedding was before the day.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we're going into it, but like I have a question for you guys in the chat and also for all of you here with me today. Would this be enough to make you not want to go to the wedding?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah. I'd be like, we're not friends anymore.
And also, like, wouldn't it be? I feel like it's also just like, were there not red flags before this moment, or do people truly just turn it into flying pieces of shit when they get married?
You don't know.
Like, is the Bridezilla thing like really? Like, I know people get worse around weddings potentially, but is it really a thing where they become absolute animals?
Yeah, I can't imagine. So there has to be some beast.
As we always say, there has to be red flags before.
Come on.
There has to be red flags before. And Katie Page said, I totally tell her where she could stick it. Probably a good move. And then the Raven says, weddings change people, but there are precursors. I totally agree. So now the meat of the story comes on the wedding day. So I guess OP decided to still go to the wedding. And the day started beautifully. Wrong. The day started horrible.
Of course.
Dana was having a meltdown because apparently the flower girl had to cancel because she has chicken pox. She was threatening to sue the mother unless she brought this sick 3-year-old to the wedding.
How would you? What's the lawsuit?
That she didn't show up. She ruined my wedding because she had chicken pox.
Like, I'm suing this
The baby. The baby.
bride versus.
How do you
3-year-old.
please? Josh apparently was able to calm her down from this starter outburst as we began preparations. The whole day, she had constant outbursts. She made people cry, wedding staff, and bridesmaids. The maid of honor deserves a medal for the amount of diplomacy and control she had to do. I, for the most part, took the easy route and decided to work outside the bridal suites, like checking flowers, making sure food was okay, basically any excuse not to be around the bride, which it's supposed to be her friend.
Supposed to be.
Supposedly.
Supposed to be. But I guess not. Eventually, I had my makeup and hair done. Then the bride asked me for a little bit of time alone to decompress from the stress. We didn't even fight it. You could see a group of women run away faster. Wedding was starting in 30 minutes, so we figured she would be fine alone for a little bit, right? Like to decompress and stuff.
No. What's going to happen?
I spent those 30 minutes just sitting in the chapel with my phone. It had to be about 5 minutes before the start of the wedding when the maid of honor came to tell me that
No.
the wedding was canceled.
5 minutes before?
5 minutes before. That is the coldest of feet.
Why? Why'd you make us all go here? For what?
I know. I mean,
They better keep that party going now.
Something.
I mean, yeah, when you cancel a wedding like 5 minutes
You
before,
have to keep the reception.
I'm partying in the chapel.
I'm still partying.
I'm taking shots on the
Dude,
top
I'm
of the
drinking the wine off the priest, getting that church wine, man.
Yeah.
There we go.
Also, Pope Francis said wine is a gift from God, so we're chugging that shit like no tomorrow.
Come on.
Why did he say? I thought he said that masturbation is sex is a gift from God.
I mean, I think a lot of things are a gift from God.
He's
Popey
he's
Frank.
Like, it's all gift
Popey
from God.
Frank's trying to have
baby.
get drunk and have sex all the time.
Let's go.
I asked her what happened. Maid of honor. Dana was having oh my god. Ah! Ah!
We don't know the tea yet.
Oh my god. Maid of honor. Okay, so Dana is the bride. Dana was having a quickie with Josh, which is the husband, his uncle.
What?
Josh's uncle in the room, and Josh caught them 5 minutes before.
Oh my God.
We usually joke about the insane, ridiculous things that happen, but this is just unimaginable.
5 minutes before.
5 minutes before.
Married.
Oh my!
I feel like she's doing this on purpose.
She's trying to sabotage
She's
the wedding.
she
like,
wants Josh to find her. She wants her groom to find her.
I think she's getting cold feet, and the only like she's like, I'm just trying to blow up the wedding.
Instead of like going and being like, hey, I'm like so stressed, I have a panic attack, blah blah blah. No, I have to F your uncle.
Oh
Also
my!
the uncle,
Josh's
why?
uncle.
Yeah, why the uncle?
Also, what, like terrible
At least the
uncle.
brother.
too.
Yeah, what is with this uncle?
Do you think you all right? Conspiracy theory. Can we pause right here? Pause right here. Really.
All right, let's pause.
Conspiracy theory.
Okay. What do you?
I think she's been hooking up with the uncle this whole time. I don't think it was like a one-off thing,
Makes perfect sense.
right? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Sense. Oh, rings don't plug holes. Oh
my.
oh Lord.
Yeah, they make a nice little hole for things to go. Yeah, she's unhinged, rock chick.
No, like holes in the relationship.
Oh. My, yeah, that's true. That's true.
They don't plug
My
holes in the
goodness.
relationship.
Yeah, that is rather rough. That is rather rough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it had to be before that.
we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
Oh God. my
Much
heart keeps
like
skipping.
Josh's uncle did as he made eye contact with Josh.
Oh.
I just stared at the maid of honor with my mouth pretty much about to reach the floor.
Yikes.
You speechless. I would be speechless.
Much like Dana, again, with Josh's uncle. She told me to run. And that she was trying to
run?
Yeah, she told me to run.
Run away and never
That she
return.
was trying to get as many people out before things exploded.
The maid of honor was.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine how crazy this is about
Everyone
to get.
starts brawling.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine. Well, because Josh and Josh's uncle, they're going to fucking throw down for
let's go.
sure. So I quickly got my purse, gathered the 2 bridesmaids that were carpooling with me, and we left like the devil was after us. I checked with the other bridesmaid, and all had escaped. I'm just imagining like the bridezilla going like,
5, 4,
just like attacking everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, making that noise hurts my throat. Much like Josh's uncle.
Don't do
did.
it.
All right.
You can't keep going.
I have to. Apparently.
Josh's uncle said.
That night, I called the maid of honor to check what happened, and the tea was bad.
I love the
but
maid of
also
honor.
so
Maid of honor was
good.
like, let me tell you.
Please,
Yeah.
it can't get worse.
I have so much tea for you.
Please tell me it doesn't get worse.
Get those tea bags ready. Much like Josh's uncle.
I can't handle it.
Tea bag Dana.
I can't handle it.
All
I can't handle it.
right.
I can't handle it.
I apparently, and rightfully, Josh called off the wedding. Called her a few names, told off his uncle, and has since left with his mates to have the biggest single man party ever. I feel so bad for him. I feel bad too. He's an absolute gem of a man. He apparently also told Dana and her parents that she will be paying the cancellation fees.
Good.
Smart. I feel like that's the rule. Like if you get caught effing your uncle, you have to pay for the wedding.
You gotta
That's
be.
so true.
Yeah.
Also, put I see you in the comments if you see what's about to go down. I don't know if y'all see it, but
I didn't see it.
I see something.
Yeah, I put I see you in the chat if you see where this is going.
Drop it.
And Sophia, hold that pose.
What pose?
I don't know what pose, but apparently it was a good pose. Yeah, probably that one. According to the maid of honor, Dana's father told her in front of everyone that she was paying it on her own. This is Dana's father, the bride's father,
Okay.
Yeah.
for being a her own father. I thought that was the end of it. And it was, and everyone lived happily ever after.
No, you're lying to me.
What do you mean?
You're telling lies.
Wrong. We're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, get your popcorn. Eat it up. I made the choice to separate myself from this mess until
Mm-hmm.
I got a call until it got juicy.
Oh, God.
And then I just wanted to squeeze that juice.
Ooh.
Wanted to milk that bull. Until I got a call from Dana not even an hour ago, demanding $5,000 to help pay her cancellation fees. $5,000. Demanding $5,000. And you know it's not just OP. It's the whole bridal party.
Yeah.
It's the whole bridal party. This is bad.
No. Never in a million years.
This is bad.
No.
This is bad.
Never in a million years.
According to Dana, it was our duty as the bridal party to pay her cancellation fees. I obviously told her no, and that she might as well lose my number. I am never speaking to this woman again.
Good.
This has been pretty much the reaction of all the bridesmaids and the maid of honor. By the way, maid of honor, who is that, may you ask? Josh's older sister. What I was told by the bride is, necesito el dinero para pagar la boda el hijo de puta cancelo y me están cobrando de puta muerta. Como muerta. Or como muerta. I'm sorry, my Spanish is... This is the Spanish version of the message makes absolute sense. She doesn't say that she had to pay a cancellation fee. She says that's the son of a gun canceled. I don't think it's son of a gun.
Yeah.
I ain't gun. Canceled the wedding, and now the bride has to pay for the wedding. She probably has to pay for the resulting bill since the groom canceled and he wouldn't pay for it.
And that was a comment. That was a relevant comment.
Oh, was that? That was a relevant comment?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There are some more relevant comments and a juicy update. But all right, so OP is being made to pay this $5,000 fee.
Yep.
Do you like do anything to ensure that the bride like doesn't contact you? Do you pay the fee? What would you do? I want to know what you guys would do in the chat. Like be like, would you go no contact? Would you send a spicy message back? I don't know.
I would do anything in my power to make her life worse. I would egg her house. Can I sue her? Can I do something like that? I'm just, your audacity is so high. I have to make your life worse.
Yeah.
You think, TP, like, you think you can do all this and make me pay for it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to know there are some repercussions for, like, hooking up with your uncle in front of your husband.
Not her uncle.
Oh, yeah. that would be Josh's uncle.
Only thing that would make this story crazier. Oh, my God. Yikes.
Oh, yeah, this is a big yikes story. All right, we're going to read some comments before we go into the relevant comments of this story and the update. But Ariane Dooley says, have uncle pay for it, then work off her debt with him in the best way she knows how.
True.
Dang. Kim Quant, no contact for sure. The Raven, I'm not paying shit. Meredith Brooking Green, laugh at her.
Love that one.
We are all. Oscar Two Bunny says, pay hell no. Wednesday Mama Misfit says, egg her house.
That's right.
I don't know if anyone has watched the new TED show, but they egg like kids who have bad Halloween costumes from the top of their roof. And that just seems like kind of fun.
To egg a child?
Like,
Egg a child, Sam?
just egg someone.
You're telling me that
Egg
you
a
would
house.
Been egged.
Egg someone that deserves it.
as a child,
I
they would be egging you first.
I know. I would have been egged, but then like but I think it would have been. I like just eggs hurt Sam.
Egg star.
I think egging.
egging
No,
cool.
but like egging with someone like a consensual egging.
We're,
I want consensual egging. I think that would be
I
fun.
think they should do that. Did you guys see the movie Bottoms?
no.
That sounds like a porno, Sophia.
It's
Sophia, what side of the internet are you on?
it was like a very big feature film this year.
I'm sure it was.
Okay, well, anyway, the film, they go to like it's like Fight Club, but like all these girls join this Fight Club.
What are you watching, Sophia?
It's a very popular.
All these
movie.
girls joining Fight Club.
Yes, can I?
It's called Bottoms. Okay,
yes,
sorry.
because they're gay, Sam. Jesus.
Okay.
Anyway, so they go, there's this like one bully guy and they are trying to get back at him. And so they go to his house and one of the girls, they go to egg it, but then one of the girls accidentally blows up his car instead.
Dude, that's even a better prank.
Yeah.
Wow.
Consensual blowing up your cars. Anyway, let's get back into the relevant comments of this story that is so insane. So, relevant comments. Some tea. I mean, the sad part, she had her makeup and hair done, and we left dressed and ready. So yeah, she was wearing her wedding dress for this.
Of course. Of course.
Blinking.
Of course.
Yikes.
Of course she was.
I mean, hopefully, like, maybe she used the ending bits as moisturizer to make her skin glowing for the... Okay, sorry. We're sure there's no moral compass in there. She used to be incredibly nice way back before her engagement, and since becoming the first bride of the group, she became insufferable. We were all on her last thread. And someone asked what we were all wondering. How long was she having a thing with the uncle? How long with the uncle? No idea. I found out during the wedding and don't have any info since. Poor Josh, this is a comment. Poor Josh, I hope he finds someone. OP responds, not gonna lie, pretty sure half the bridal party would offer themselves as tribute. He's a good-looking guy.
Oh.
I don't know him that well, but we've had drinks a few times. He'll find a girl when he's ready in a snap.
There we go.
And then someone else asked, what happened to the 2K dresses? What were they? And then OP responds, nobody bought a dress. Some of the girls can't afford it. She had a full meltdown in the chat until Maid of Honor got involved and offered to buy cheaper dresses for the bridesmaids. I'm going to read a couple more relevant comments, but there is a fat, juicy update coming up. So just you wait.
Just keep seated.
How did one bridesmaid's parents think she was pregnant when she doesn't drink for her culture? That was from earlier. Well, my understanding, bear in mind, I'm sharing as I was told, is that Dana and this bridesmaid are really old friends. So the bridesmaid's parents have a level of trust with Dana, which hopefully now they know not to trust Dana at all.
Please don't.
Apparently, bridesmaid had been feeling sick a few days prior, and I remember she had to cancel something. Then when we went to prepare the bachelorette party and there was going to be an extra charge for mocktails, which she offered to pay, Dana found out somehow and spoke first to her parents, telling them that bridesmaid was acting like she was pregnant, not mentioning that the whole issue was because the bridesmaid refused to make an exception for the bachelorette party about drinking. So this is one of her bridesmaids, Dana, who doesn't drink, that Dana was just like throwing shit at.
Yeah.
And saying like, drink for my...
Yeah, drink for my... Yeah. And it was also, I think it was because it was against her religion to drink.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh.
Obviously still kind of bad on the parents, but I can see where they are coming from. Bridesmaid is not pregnant for the record. She was actually just sick. Also, in case someone asked, Bridesmaid is no longer lives with her parents and hasn't for a few years. Bridesmaid was then contacted by her parents and told never to come back to their home for being a whore that got pregnant outside the marriage.
Oh.
So this was caused by Dana, because Dana was mad that this bridesmaid wouldn't drink at her bachelorette party. And it's like, oh, you seem pregnant to the mother and father. And the mother and father is just like, we're kicking you out.
Oh my God.
I know she lives in dorms, so I imagine she goes back during vacations. It's still the family home and she keeps a room there. Okay, so this is an update on the same post from January 22nd. Mere days ago. Days ago. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
No, but read it anyways.
This thick update. So, hey guys, I know a lot of people want to know what happened. After talking to Josh yesterday, he asked me to only say that he's okay, figuring things out, and moving on. We're going to stay friends with him and his sister. Dana was told that no one in the group wants to interact with her, and since then, it's been mostly radio silence. I can't share more about Josh's future plans as he asked me not to. He did have a good laugh at some of the comments I show him and appreciates the support. The one detail I did get corrected on for those curious was about his uncle. He's the younger brother of Josh's mother, and he's 55 years old. I thought he was married into the family, but I got that detail wrong. I also found out that the most disgusting detail is the uncle knew Dana since she was a teenager. Dana and Josh are high school sweethearts, which makes it even worse. But yeah, I kind of feel gross knowing that. Other than that, I got a major haul of cake, so at least I got something good out of this mess. And there is a bit more information. A few things I've been asked not to share, but I can share Josh is okay and working things out in order. He came over too and seemed down. I wonder why. But we got him to laugh a bit, so there's some good news. No news on Dana. I actually requested to change some of my classes with her or drop if I couldn't find an alternative schedule. Not in a hurry since I'm the only student part-time. And someone asked, 29 and still in college. First time for Dana, second time for me. A few of the other girls in my friend group are also returning or starting later in life due to college costs. And what happened to the uncle and his family? The uncle that was hooking up with Dana. And from what I can share, I was asked to keep a lot of the details private by Josh himself. His wife, uncle's wife, is planning a divorce. That's really all he wants me to say. So,
Thank God.
that is where things wrap up on this Bridezilla story.
Wow.
But holy moly guacamole, what a freaking ride.
True.
What a freaking ride.
Insane.
I feel like marriages kind of bring out the worst in people. This is what I feel like.
Weddings, especially.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this is-
yeah, weddings.
Oh, two of the most insane back-to-back wedding stories.
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't
History.
prepared. I wasn't
I
prepared.
really wasn't.
We ended with a banger. We hope you enjoy it. I guess catch you in the next one.
Yes.
Chat, see you in the next one.
If you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you and see you tomorrow.